Well, hello, friends. Sarah Bergin, president of the Souderton Telford Rotary Club. Welcome to my home kitchen, where I have been cooking up recipes reminiscent of 100 years ago when our club was formed in 1925. So what does that mean? It means they're pretty simple, not too complicated. Think about history in 1925. There wasn't a lot of seasoning in this part of the country or the world. It's pretty basic stuff, but I just learned an amazing thing. I can't wait to share it with you. But today we're going to be cooking once again from my favorite cookbook in the whole world. I guess I should give you a little understanding of why I love it so much, right? So my paycheck comes from the Care and Share thrift shops in Souderton, and we benefit a charity called MCC. And MCC in 1976.
What does MCC stand for?
Central Committee. It's very similar to Rotary, but with God. We'll leave it at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, I gotta get it together today. Today's been a long day. Anyway, so let's get back to Rotary. Anyway, in 1976, they put out this cookbook, and it's called the More with Less Cookbook. And over COVID, some of you watched my cooking show over COVID for the store, and I cooked from this cookbook, and it is a classic. If you invite me to your wedding, this is what I'm giving you. Well, usually with money inside.
And cash.
Yeah, I'm a big cash is king gift kind of person. But anyway, this book is all about, using fewer of the earth's resources, frugal cooking, and it's always excellent. It's a little bizarre sometimes. We learned over COVID, there are recipes in here with cottage cheese that is in desserts and things like that. It's a little bizarre sometimes, but it's good. Anyway, here is my own personal copy. I have this pan heating up, I really want to show you, so you really understand that I do use this cookbook. Look at the bottom of this. Look how many people have had this
recipe. She likes to put the date.
I used to put the date. Now I have a whole other book.
But now it's a little too...
Right, because it's getting too used up. Look at this. Very good and easy. Everyone liked it. Made for Weaver and Michelle. We won't talk about that. Everyone liked it. And then look at all these dates on it. Excellent.
I love this.
Made.
I love this abbreviation of X.
Excellent. You like that? Anyway,
yeah.
So this excellent recipe, I just learned. The intern who was filming tonight, she actually made this while she was in college. And why did you make it in college?
Because it's cheap and it's easy, and it tastes really good.
Right.
It's very, very yummy. I like this meal a lot.
And the first word she said was, "It's cheap," because it is cheap. It's easily under $10 if you catch the sausage on sale. So sausage, sweet potato bake, and we're going to get into that right now. The first thing I also want to talk about is how in our house here we have tried to eliminate a lot of plastics. So I don't like using plastic wrap. I don't like using plastic storage containers. I've really tried to do as much glass as possible. And one of the best things are these vintage Pyrex refrigerator dishes. Look at these. Aren't these adorable? And you just put food in them and you can store it in the fridge. And it's great because then you can wash it in the dishwasher and you don't have to, use plastic that will take years and years and years to disintegrate. Anyway, I have this pan heating up rather nicely. I've already made the recipe and it's in the oven cooking, so you'll get to see it when it's all done.
You have a comment from Dan Yoakum saying...
Dan is watching. Oh, that's great. Dan was the Rotary president of our Rotary Club over COVID, and he did an amazing job.
He said, "Everything you do is excellent."
Oh, he's such a charmer. Oh, my God.
A charmer.
Anyway... Since I made this recipe for you to see at the end of this broadcast, I divided up the sausage. So one thing I do in this recipe is I use sweet Italian sausage as well as spicy sausage because I like the little extra flavor that it gives. So we're going to put this in this pan and we are going to brown this up. There we go. And cast iron because we love cast iron, right, intern?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
It's not that hard to clean.
It's not that hard to clean. But what are some things we don't cook in cast iron? She loves how I give her these pop quizzes.
This is so stressful. I don't know.
All right.
Well, give me a hint.
One thing we don't cook in cast iron is tomatoes.
Because the acidity.
Yes, absolutely. And we talked about cast iron before, that an older cast iron pan tends to be better, in my opinion, because it has more iron in it, I think, and it distributes the heat further across the bottom. But, you know, if you can't find one at your local thrift store or online, an older one, and then usually with the older ones, then you have to sand them and season them and get these all ready. You can just go get a new one. But we don't wash these with soap at all. We rinse them out with hot water, and we oil them and heat them again. You have another comment? You're laughing.
Yes, from Jonathan Ortega. He says that cast iron seems tedious. You never have to replace them, though.
You never have to replace them, no. And the other thing we don't cook in cast iron are cream dishes. Because if you cook a cream dish, it turns the color of...
It turns like a little brown.
And that's okay. What's the best kind of... I'm like the teacher tonight. What's the best kind of pan to cook a cream dish in?
A copper one.
There you go. Good job. Woohoo! Lots of points for you tonight. Okay.
I failed last week, so...
Well, I'm glad you were studying, because, you know, I have high hopes for you.
You know, I'm big on studying, so...
Let us move to my favorite kitchen appliance, because there aren't a lot of things in this casserole. There is sausage, there are apples, and there are sweet potatoes, all right? So in this other container, I have some leftover sweet potatoes from the other dish that's in the oven that I hope to incorporate, all right? And what we're going to do is, because, you know, you could use a knife, but that would be a really boring cooking show if we would use a knife to cut up the sweet potatoes and the apples.
You don't want to show off your knife skills?
Oh, I forgot to put the blade in there.
Oh.
No, I don't want to show off my knife skills. Not tonight. That's very funny that you think that. But let's talk about the food processor. Here's another teaching moment. So, you know, you can get a lot of neat attachments for inside. So like this guy, he's on the bottom for like your pulsing and things like that. But this is the slicer. And do not be intimidated by the cost of small appliances like these, because you can always get a deal. I got this at Oliver Auction, $10.
If she's not a carrot show, she's at Oliver Auction.
That's right. That is true. So big shout out to Oliver Auction for the amount of stuff that I buy there. Okay, and we're going to turn this on. If I have it on. There we go. It'll be good to use it. There we go. Almost one is done.
I actually didn't know we had this.
Yes, Madeline. We have all of the accessories for the lovely KitchenAid.
I had no idea we had this.
Well, there you go.
This is better than the
mandolin, yes.
Yes, the mandolin.
This is a little bit thicker in the slices.
Oh,
for
okay.
Sure, okay. Best thing is all of the slices are now sliced evenly. Oh, you're going to toss that meat at the same time? Here, come over here. So how nice this looks. See? Very nice. Okay, we're going to dump these in here. So now we're going to do the same thing with the apples. So this week, friends, is our big
auction?
Our big centennial celebration. I am so excited. Because I think next week during the cooking show, I'm going to wear my costume that I wear.
Oh!
Wouldn't that be fun?
I'm very excited.
Yes, my costume, for sure. I think it's going to be great. I'm sorry, if you didn't buy a ticket, you can't buy one. We have 116 people coming, I think. And I think most of them are going to be in costume. It is going to be spectacular. I want to give a shout out to the committee that's really put a lot of work into this. It would be Dan, who maybe is not watching anymore. Carla, who has gone above and beyond in getting these centerpieces together. They're going to be spectacular for sure. Janet, Leon, and Frank. All of these people have been such a huge help for this fundraiser that really helps fund a lot of the activities our club does, such as student scholarships throughout the year, I'm of course drawing a complete blank right now on the other
activities.
Activities.
Shop with the Cop.
Shop with the Cop is a great event.
What is Shop with the Cop?
Run by, I'm taking this apart and I'm not done yet. You're getting me talking, which I'm supposed to be doing talking, but you know, like cooking at the same time. Shop with the Cop is, and I'm going to butcher this name. It's the Carrier Township Benevolent. Thank you. Never get it right. Association. And what they do every year is they search out for some families through the school district and some other means that aren't going to have a really nice holiday season. And what we do is we go to Walmart with them and we walk around Walmart with them, and they pick out items for their house. Now, you may be thinking, oh, well, isn't that nice? You know, these people are getting like this free handout. And that's really not the case with this. In all of the years I have gone and assisted with Shop with a Cop, I have always been very impressed with the families and how careful they are with the money. It isn't about the toys. Most of the time, these families are selecting underwear, socks, jackets for their kids, and maybe one toy. Toilet paper and paper towels. I mean, there are really some big needs in our community. So events like our big centennial celebration coming up helps fund stuff like that. So there you go. Now, I want to tell you what else I did last night. And I made this. I'll show you another. Look at this. We got nice apples. Very pretty. I like to leave the skin on. Now, when you made this at school, did you leave the skin on the apple?
Yeah.
That would sound like something you would do.
Oh, are you calling me lazy?
No, I'm not calling you lazy. It's good fiber.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So last night, I was getting spud up because it looked like this. And I want to be clear. I know the sausage is a little pink. But this is going to cook in the oven for an hour. So I'm not really too worried about people getting sick. All right. What I did last night was I took the meat. I put this attachment in. I took the meat instead of standing here and doing this and getting like all the things. Well, it's good for my
Arm,
I guess, and my stress level. I can pound it around like that. And I know I'm getting some oil in there. This is not the end of the world, friends. Not the end of the world. See how easy this is so far? This is really easy. We've sliced some sweet potatoes. We've sliced some apples. We've browned some sausage.
you can also just slice everything with a knife.
Pulse it.
So why else should someone join Rotary?
Look at this. Look at this beautifulness.
Oh, okay.
Look at this. And now it's all mixed up nice together. Wasn't that fast?
It was fast.
So now we're going to talk about why else someone should join Rotary?
Yeah.
All right. I'm showing off my drawer. Why did someone else join Rotary? Well, I joined Rotary because I wanted to find a way to network with people who I didn't go to church with. That's the truth. And guess what happened? 2 other people joined from my church who I didn't even know. And over the last 12 years, we're like best friends. So it's been a really great way to meet. You can come over here a little bit more now. We're going to do some of this. Great, meet new people and, do service and do things in the community that really make a big difference. So that's why I joined Rotary. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
I think so. All right. And, over time, it has really benefited. It doesn't happen right away. Let's check on what I'm doing here. You tell me if you did yours like this. Did you do it this precisely?
I think I did
Did you layer on top of each other?
layers on, I can't remember. Or maybe I just threw it all in there.
No, well, I like it to be fancy. So over time, I have found it has benefited my business, Care and Share, in getting to know other people in the community, getting people involved with us, spreading the word, and just not in our area, but also with the district. It's been a great connector for sure. All right. I think I am going to have an awful lot in here. I should have probably backed off on some of this a little bit. Okay. All right.
You're really going full ratatouille.
I know. Oh, I love ratatouille. You know that. I love how that looks. I made that when I had the board. Since I'm the president, I decided to have a board dinner here at our house. Boy, they were lucky ducks to come here, weren't they? Oh, we have to do a shout out. Our president-elect, Frank Tranzilli, who will be following me as the president next year, he got married over the weekend. So congratulations to him. We're very happy for him. Yay. I'm not focusing on talking too much. All right. So what else should we talk about until I get this finished up?
Try to think of other Rotary things you do.
On November, our first meeting when we're back in.
Well,
yes.
how was the Pints for Polio?
Pints for Polio was great. We had new people come and join us, which was very nice. I am not prepared to announce how much money we raised yet.
Oh.
So people will have to circle
back. We'll have
to
check back.
And check our website, or I'll tell you next week. There's a check that's coming in, and I don't want to announce it until I have
top secret.
all my ducks in a row, so to speak. I am not really paying attention to this. So our first meeting, like after the big event coming up on Thursday, will be the first. Come I'm having more trouble layering this than I'm talking at the same time. I mean, it's just ridiculous. We'll be back at the Indian Valley Country Club, and it's going to be all about the Rotary Foundation. The foundation is a integral part of our club in that this doesn't look very pretty, but it's going to be the way it's going to be.
It looks pretty good. Looks better than where I would make it.
And it's a way we get to learn about the bigger picture of Rotary and the work that it does around the globe. So we're going to have our Rotary International person in our club, Ed Brubaker, talk along with Susie Berry, who is representing the district for the foundation. And they have promised me that their speech is going to be fantastic.
Oh.
I know. It's going to be a conversation. That's what I've been told. A conversation for sure. So look, I'm going to do the same thing across the top here. Go back and do this. I'm not going to make people wait.
You have a question.
Oh boy. Okay.
From Jonathan Ortega.
Jonathan Ortega is back. He wants to know when he should come for dinner.
No, he's asking if Rotary's doing anything for Thanksgiving.
Oh,
now that it's around the corner.
He is such a good listener. Yes, Jonathan Ortega. Our club does a special event, and this year it's going to be at the Bay Pony Inn on the Thursday before Thanksgiving, and we are having Rotary Thanksgiving. And it's so sweet because people love to share about their Rotary experience with others. So we all share the microphone, so to speak, and we talk about things that are important to us, not just like with friendships in the club, but it can be very interesting to hear about the motivation that other club members have about Rotary International and why they got involved. We learned that for sure this past week at Pints for Polio with Steve Huntsberger sharing about his own family's experience with polio and how it affected his family and why he is so passionate now about eradicating it. Do you know the 2 countries that only still have polio, according to a website somewhere?
I believe Afghanistan and...
Come on, you can do it.
You
can do it.
I think there was a case in Gaza. Is that correct?
No. Well, there might have been, but that's a different thing than I'm talking about. I'm talking about where they're really working it.
Oh, I see. What's the other country?
Yeah, what's the other country? You said which one?
I said Afghanistan.
And Pakistan.
Okay.
Which makes some sense when you think about it. Okay, that's going to have to be it for now. And then we're going to take the rest of this meat, dump it on top. Oh, look at this.
It smells really, really good.
Gorgeous that was.
And then the topping, like the mixture, what is that?
Yes. So in here, I have lost my little stir. I like to heat up the water, especially if it's going to go right into the oven. This isn't. I'm going to put this in my freezer because it also freezes really well. But this is half a cup of water, a tablespoon of sugar. I only put 1 tablespoon of sugar in because of the apples. I think they're sweet enough. And a tablespoon of flour, so it's like a slurry with cinnamon in it and salt. And we're just going to pour this over the top like this. Now, really exciting. Get a spatula. And we're going to bake this for an hour. That is the one downside of this recipe. You do kind of have to like pay attention and get it and it's a little...
Because you need the sweet potatoes to get soft and that just takes a while.
And I do find the even cutting using the food processor does speed that up a little bit more. But we are actually going to freeze this, thus the lid for the... and we put that right in the freezer, and that'll be an easy meal for some lucky person, maybe Jonathan Ortega, one night. Jonathan Ortega likes to eat here at our house. So let's go ahead and pull out the one that's cooking in the oven, and let's have a look to see how that's going along here. All right? Okay. Let's have a look.
It smells really, really good.
I know, we have to invent that smell-o-vision. So there we go. Let me get a quick little fork.
It smells like cinnamon.
It smells like fall.
Yes, it's a good fall.
It is a good fall food, that's for sure. And we're just going to touch the middle here. And look at this. These potatoes are all nice and done.
Nice and soft.
Nice and done. This looks good to eat. Right we go. So friends, that is our recipe for tonight. I look forward to seeing all of you who have bought a ticket on Thursday night at the Indian Valley Country Club for our centennial celebration. I can't wait to share with you my costume. Next Monday, I'll wear my costume just so you all can have a laugh at it. We welcome your feedback about the cooking show. If there's something you want us to cook, send us a message on our Facebook page. All these videos are posted on our website, SoudertonTelfordRotary.org, for you to watch on YouTube if you want to watch it over and over and over again. I don't know who would want to do that, but there it is.
Maybe there's someone.
Maybe there's someone. Who knows? Thank you for your time. Thank you for all the ways that you support Rotary. We really appreciate it. Have a great evening.